Okay, guys. We also make some activities. Okay, we make a survey, and to remember some things or some or to just to remember some memories, good or bad memories that we had in school, and activities that normally as students we have, right? So it's about education and sports. We ask in class, for example, how many years of education have you had? For example, Isabelina said that if my memory doesn't fail, she said that she has been in school for 17 years. But for example, Edward said that he has been for 13 years. So the answers could be I have been for 13 years, I have been for 14 years. Of course, we are counting since we were in kindergarten or in preschool. Then we ask, what sports did you do at school? It's important to have sports at school, to have a gym, to have a place where we can do activities. Okay, for example, in our school, we doesn't we don't I'm sorry we don't have a place directly in the school, but we can go to Círculo Mercantil to do sports. Okay, and in school we have a handball team, a soccer team, etc. Dancing, also for dancing. So what sports did you do at school? Some of you said that you did soccer, others volleyball, others basketball, others were cheerleader, others were in dancing classes or in also in ballet classes, or maybe in handball, swimming, etc. Okay, now what sports do you do today? Okay, even though we are in a pandemic time, we can do sports. Okay, we can practice soccer. Maybe we can go to the park and choose a schedule in which there aren't too many people, and we can practice soccer. Maybe swimming, no, but we can do yoga, or we can do zumba, or we can walk. We can do a walking on the park. We also ask, how do you rate sports in your life? Some of you said that. I'm sorry, I have a mistake here. Some of you said that for me sports is very important, or others said it's the same, or others said that it's not very important. But most of you said that sports are very important, okay, for our formation, okay. Now, do you have lots of good memories of your school days, or would you prefer to forget them? Most of you said that you remember you have good memories of school time. Maybe, for example, Priscilla said that on Valentine's Day you have a celebration. Others remember the activity that we have on Halloween last year. Or others said where you were in elementary school, you remember the festivals, okay, that we call in Spanish asambleas, okay. So most of you said that we can have good memories, okay. Well, I don't remember that someone has mentioned something bad or something terrible or something that you don't like in school. Now, another question is, did you have a coach or sports teacher who motivated you when you were at school? Some of you said that yes. I have a great coach, or I had in the past, I had a great coach, or I had a teacher who helped me in very important moments, or I also have one at this moment of my education, okay. Maybe some of you at this moment has still has a person that still uh, cheer you up, that still support you, okay, that still help you with many stuff, okay. um, for example, what were your favorite subjects? Some of you said my favorite subject is math or science or history or algebra, biology, English, Spanish or French, reading, spelling, etc. Okay, some of you mentioned some subjects. Remember that subject is different from a topic. For example, the subject that you have with me is English, and the topic at this moment that we are speaking is about education and sports. Then we talk about what makes a good sports person, okay? To be good in sport, well, it's important to have a good leader, okay? It's important to be able to take decisions, most of all, if you are the captain of the team. If you are in soccer and if you are the captain of the team, it's important to have a good decision at the moment that you need. It's important to be a good leader, okay? It's important to have experience, okay? Experience in soccer, in swimming, etc. It's important also to be motivated, okay? Because if you aren't motivated, you are not going to do the things as well as you need it, okay? So for anything, it's important to be motivated. Most of all, now that we are in the pandemic, in quarantine, it's important to be motivated. That it, no matter what, I'm going to keep my studies. I'm going to keep studying, etc., etc. Okay. It's also important for sports to be physically fit. Okay. Maybe a person that has gained some kilos is going to be complicated to run, maybe, but everything is possible if we want to do it, okay. um, for example, it's important to have hard working, okay. It means that it's important to work hard for the team, okay, so we can win the competition, etc. Okay. It's important also to be popular with members of the team, because if you want to have success, well, you have to have a good relation with all the members of the team. Okay. So a good football player should be interested in the team, should be ready for practice, should be ready to go to all the trainers, the training sessions. Okay, it's important. And for a good football coach, should be important to have all the team reunited, to have a good relation with all the members of the team, to be a good leader, okay, to have good ideas, to take decisions, okay. So we talk about this. Also, we talk about, well, it says, how well do you remember your preschool, okay? Did you enjoy your preschool days? Well, most of you said yes. Some of you still remember some good activities or good times that you had when you were in preschool, okay? It says, do you think your preschool prepared you for the first grade of school? Of course, okay. Uh, that's why it's very important to be in kindergarten, in preschool, to know how to use the pencil, to use the crayon, to use the color, how to cut the paper. Okay, it's important. All the techniques that you learn in preschool. Okay. Then it says, what activities do you remember doing in your preschool years? It says here that drawing and painting pictures, building with blocks, playing in a sand pit, singing songs with the piano teacher, movement, dance, and exercising. On preschool and kindergarten, you do lots of exercise, because the teacher puts you jumping or dancing or running, listening to stories, okay, that increase your comprehension, your imagination. Is important to have imagination, most of all if you are a kid. Learning how to use a computer, of course, is very important. Well, maybe in preschool you don't know how to use Excel or PowerPoint, but you know the first steps, how to turn on the computer, how to move the mouse, etc. Simple scientific experiments, maybe learning how to read and write, okay, and other activities like maybe how to cut paper, or how to read or how to write maybe the numbers, okay, now, or how to say some words. Now, how did you make your first friends? Some of you said that you have your first friend from elementary school, or others from our street, from our neighborhood, okay. Some others said that still keep the relation with your first friend, okay. Some others said that we're in preschool, okay, or maybe through friends of the family. There are also ways to know the first friend, okay. And finally, did you know how to read and write before first grade? Some of you said yes, some others don't remember, okay. So it's important to review all of this information, okay. Anyway, if you have any doubts, you can contact me.